Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. In this video, I will present to you about the comprehensive examination. So before that, let me to introduce myself. My name is Fani Aulia Azahra, with student ID number is 2521092, and I'm from 8th semester. So I will answer the question of comprehensive examination. The first question, what is a teacher? A teacher is a professional educator whose duty is to educate, teach, guide, train, and evaluate students to develop their potential optimally. The teacher acts as a guide, facilitator, and role model in the learning process, both inside and outside the classroom. Question number 2. List and explain the two main tasks of teachers. The answer is the first, pedagogical tasks. Teachers are responsible for designing, implementing, and evaluating learning so that students can achieve educational goals. This includes making lesson plans, delivering materials, and giving assessments. The second is professional duties. Its teachers are required to continuously improve their competence and expertise through training, seminars, or further education to remain relevant to the times. Question number 3. What is a lesson plan or teaching module? The answer is, a lesson plan or teaching module is a planning document made by a teacher to guide the implementation of learning in the classroom. It can help the teachers organize the flow of learning to be more structured, effective, and in accordance with curriculum objectives. So there is a several content in lesson plans, such as number 1, learning outcomes, number 2, learning objectives, number 3, learning material, number 4, learning method or model, number 5, media or tools used, number 6, learning steps including introduction, content, and closing, number 7, assessment and evaluation. Question number 4. List some learning methods you know. Give an example of one that you worked on during your teaching training. Okay, the answer. So learning methods such as speech, group discussion, project-based learning, cooperative learning such as jigsaw, think, face, share. Number 5, demonstration. Then number 6, role playing, and many more. There is many more learning methods. So for example, during my teaching training, I use the method of problem-based learning method. So where students are faced with a problem first, then discuss with friends by finding their own answers from all sources. After finding answer and discussing, students are asked to present the results in front of the class. Then the teacher corrects and gives feedback. Then question number 5. List and explain some evaluation methods. Give an example of what you did during your teaching training. So the answer is first, written test. It's using multiple choice, fill in, or description questions to measure student understanding. Number 2, observation. It is observe students' behavior and skills during the learning process. Number 3, portfolio. A collection of student work that shows learning progress. Number 5, project assessment. It is assessing the final results of project that students are working on. Then example, during my teaching training, I use written tests to evaluate students' understanding of the material taught about simple economic concepts. Not only that, I used to observation during the learning process. Question number 6. What are cognitive, motoric, and affective skills? The answer: cognitive skills is thinking skills that involve understanding, analyzing, reasoning, and problem solving. Then motoric skills, it is abilities related to physical skills and body coordination such as writing, painting, or playing sports. Then the last, affective skills. Skills related to emotions, attitude, and values such as empathy, motivation, and responsibility. The last question, number 7. List and explain the 4 teacher competence. So the answer, the first is pedagogical competence. Its ability to manage learning such as designing teaching modules, mastering teaching methods, and evaluating students. Then, professional competence. It is mastery of subject matter in depth according to field of expertise. Then, social competence. Its ability to communicate and interact with students, parents, and the community. And then, the last, personality competence. The positive character of a teacher, such as being authoritative, patient, and responsible. So, for my experience, I feel that I'm lacking in professional competence, especially mastery of the latest technology in learning. Then I'm so feel like in pedagogical competence because I'm sometimes still confused and lack mastery of what methods to use and mastery of the material. Then for the solution, I plan to attend training or course on digital learning technology and often read the latest reference related to my field of expertise. Not only that, I will more deeply study the material according to the field to be taught or teach. So I think that's all question in my comprehensive examination. So I think it's all for me. Then I think it's enough. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.